Hey, come here. Remember the feeling when your college crush rejected you? I know, it hurts, but guess what hurts more? Rejection of mutual fund redemption and SIPs. Yep, that's exactly what will happen when your PAN is inoperative. In fact, you would even have to pay higher TCS and TDS. But don't worry, like always, I'm here for you. In this video, we'll dive into the various aspects of an inoperative PAN. Why it became inoperative in the first place, what are the consequences, what you should be doing next, and more. So let's dive in. Imagine trying to access your bank account or file your taxes only to find that your PAN card is no longer valid. At one point, that was the reality for over 10 million NRIs, making this a pandemic. Sorry, but not sorry. The big question is why? Once upon a time, long ago, actually, not too long ago. In 2023, the government mandated that all NRIs must link their PAN card with their Aadhaar card if they have one. Under section 139(a)(2), any person who has an Aadhaar card must link it with their PAN card. Since it isn't mandatory to have an Aadhaar card, if you don't have one, you don't need to link the PAN details. So anyone who did not link their Aadhaar card and PAN card before 1st of July 2023 faced the inoperative PAN card issue. But here's a small twist. People who did not have an Aadhaar also face the same issue. How so? The government institutions work in mysterious ways, but we are here to demystify it. As an NRI, for your PAN to be operative, you must adhere to the following two criteria. First, file ITR as an NRI in any of the last 3 annual years. 2. Intimate your residential status to the jurisdictional assessing officer. If either of these criteria is not met, your PAN will be deemed inoperative. Before we delve in further, here's a quick question. Did you know about these two criteria? Comment yes or no in your answers below. But how do I know whether my PAN is inoperative? Simple. Go to the income tax e-filing portal, select the verify your PAN option, enter relevant details such as your PAN, full name, date of birth, and mobile number. Verify the mobile number with an OTP and select validate. With this, you'll know whether your PAN is still active or inoperative. But Alina, does it really matter? After all, I'm settled abroad. My work, business, and everything is here. Well, let's just say your financial life in India will virtually go into a frozen or deadlock state. Before you panic, let us dive right in and explain the nuances. What happens if your PAN becomes inoperative? Your mutual fund SIPs will be delayed or rejected. Mutual fund redemptions will be declined. You will not be able to buy shares or bonds on the stock market. Your outstanding refunds and interest on them will not be issued after filing the ITR. Life insurance premiums will not be processed. You'll need to pay a higher TDS and TCS, which is 20 to 30%. Before all your financial dreams and plans come crashing down, let us share the good news. There is a small price to pay, but you can reactivate your PAN. First, let's talk about the Aadhaar PAN linking. The process is relatively simple. First, you must go to the income tax e-portal. Second, go to the dashboard and click on your profile. Third, select the link Aadhaar option under link Aadhaar to PAN. Fourth, you'll need to mention your Aadhaar number and select the validate option. 5. That's it. Your Aadhaar and PAN are linked. It is important to know that since you hadn't linked your PAN and Aadhaar before the deadline, you will be paying a penalty of 1,000 rupees. Now, to my Desi NRIs who do not have an Aadhaar card, there are 2 ways you can go about this process. Option 1. Intimate your jurisdictional assessing officer. Option 1 involves intimating the IT department of your tax residency status and reactivating your PAN. You'll need to submit the mail to your jurisdictional AO, assessing officer, or JAO, along with relevant documents requesting them to update your residential status in the PAN database. You can know about your JAO in a few simple steps. First, visit the income tax e-filing portal and log in. Go to my profile under settings, select jurisdictional details, and there you'll find your assessing officer details. The documents you need are copy of PAN card, any of the following documents, copy of passport showing stay confirming NRI, copy of Person of Indian Origin or PIO card issued by the Government of India, copy of Overseas Citizen of India, which is OCI card issued by Government of India, copy of other national or citizenship identification number or taxpayer identification number duly attested by one of the following: apostille in respect of countries which are signatories to the Hague Convention of 1961, the Indian Embassy, High Commission, consulate in the country where the applicant is located, authorized officials of overseas branches of scheduled banks registered in India. If this process feels tedious, wait till you hear the second option. Option number 2, apply for Aadhaar card. You must go to India to your nearest Aadhaar Kendra and apply for the Aadhaar card. You'll need to carry the relevant documents, follow the process and provide biometric information such as your fingerprints and digital photographs. Once you receive the Aadhaar card, you can link it to the PAN and reactivate your PAN. As tedious or cumbersome as it may seem, these processes would be crucial for you to continue executing your financial plans in India. So the real question is how to avoid such issues in the future. Before we give you the right answers, how about you tell us the wrong answers only? Get creative in the comments. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. Ensure you stay up to date with how the laws and regulations are evolving. Be aware as these are crucial for your financial operations. 2. Update your tax residency regularly and check for status that could potentially impact your bank accounts or investments in India. 3rd, when filling out the reactivation forms or applying for Aadhaar, enter the proper details as the smallest mistake can delay the process and make it even more tiresome. 4. It is also important to always keep relevant documents, whether physical copies or digital, safely with you. And that's it. Just keep your eyes and ears out for deadlines or amendments and you should be good. Before we wrap it up, let's answer some quick FAQs. What if I don't have an Aadhaar? As an NRI, you're exempt from having an Aadhaar, but you must submit Form 60 instead. 2. How long does it take to reactivate my PAN? It typically takes up to 15 days after submission. 3. Will I face penalties if my PAN is inoperative? Yes. You do have to pay a penalty of 1,000 rupees while linking your PAN and Aadhaar. That's it for today's video. If you found this guide helpful, give us a thumbs up, share it with fellow NRIs, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more NRI-focused financial information. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing. Please read the risk disclosure documents carefully before investing in equity shares, derivatives, mutual fund, and or other instruments traded on the stock exchanges.